Hi friends, welcome to my YouTube channel Speak English with John. Today I will have a conversation with my student Ahona Saha. I hope you will enjoy the conversation. Okay, Ahona,
Yes, sir.
um, how are you at first say?
I am fine, thanks. And you?
Yeah, I am fine. Introduce to the viewers at first.
Well, hi, this is Ahona Saha. My father's name is Roop Saha. I am from Karimpur, a village in the district of Nadia. Now I am 12 years old girl. I read in class 6. The name of my school is Karimpur Girls High School. There are 4 members in my family. They are my parents, grandmother and me. My hobbies are painting, dancing, reciting, and I also love singing very much. My aim is to become a WBCS officer.
Great. Ahona,
Yes.
you want to become a WBCS officer. Why?
Well, since my childhood, when I was in Karimpur Shudhasriti Shishuniketan and when I read in class nursery, that time I want to be a teacher of Karimpur
Wanted to be.
I wanted to be a teacher of Karimpur Shudhasriti Shishuniketan because I wanted to teach the children on that particular school. So after that, when the lockdown situation was going on, that time I used to watch TV like other children.
Yeah,
So
because that time, the children had nothing to do.
yes.
Yeah.
So that time I was
It was a
TV.
very critical time.
Yes.
We all spent very critical time.
Yes.
And most of the children actually spent their time by watching TV, by playing with mobile phone. Yeah. And you did the same thing?
Yes, I also did the same thing. And that time when I watched the news, that time I prepared myself that I wanted to be a news reader.
Prepared your mind.
Yes,
Yes.
I prepared my mind that I wanted to be a news reader.
News reader?
Yes.
Okay.
So that time I liked the Puroi of the Puroi
ABP Anand.
from ABP Anand of ABP
Yes.
Anand,
Yes.
So that time I liked
And
her.
you used to watch news channel
Yes.
most of the time.
Most of the time I used to watch news channel. So
Okay.
that time I liked her very much.
Okay.
But after lockdown situation, when you one day you told us about this profession, this WBCS, this
The glamour
ICS,
of,
the
yeah.
glamour of this profession. So that time I thought that I want to be a WBCS officer in my future, and this is now my intention to do it.
But Ahuna, the job of a news reader is not less glamorous.
Yes,
It is
of
also
course.
glamorous.
But I don't know. Some intentions told me that when I heard from this type of profession like WBCS officer, BDO, SDO, ADM. So that time I wanted to be a WBCS officer.
And you become fascinated.
Yes, I became fascinated.
Okay. So now you have fixed your goals.
Yes, now I have fixed my goal.
Is there any chance to change your goal after completing your Madhyamik examination?
Still now I don't have any thinking about this. But after board exam, I
Don't know what will happen.
yes, I don't know what will happen.
Okay. So, how are you as a student? Good, bad, or just mediocre?
No. To tell the truth, as a student, in my opinion, I am a very good student, and I like studies very much. I want to spend my free time by study.
Okay. So, bookworm. May I say you a bookworm?
Yes, you can say that because without my syllabus studies, I also like to read many storybooks. So it may be English or it may be Bengali, but I like to do it very much.
Have you read Jataka?
Yes, I have read Jatoka, but 6 or 7 months ago, and there were many stories about the many mortals. Morals.
Yeah.
So that time I enjoyed that stories very much because from that stories I can acquire a lot of knowledge from that which we can use in our daily life.
In your life, yes.
Yes.
That's right. So you like both Bengali and English
Yes.
stories.
Yes.
Don't you watch movie?
No, I don't watch movie because I do not like to watch movie. When I get free time, that time sometimes I drawing pictures, I recite poems, and
paint,
sometimes
yeah.
I play with various things, with paper, with what is my intentions, what my intention is. So that time I play, but I never think that I should watch movie now.
You don't like watching movie?
No.
Okay. You have friends?
Yes, I have many friends, and my friend circle is quite big, you know.
Really?
Yes. In my
So
school.
do you get time to mix with your friends? Do you really get time? Because you said you are a bookworm.
Yes, of course. I said that I am a bookworm, but when you know, with my studies, I also attend other curriculum activities, and I
Okay,
like them,
like
like painting, dancing, reciting, singing.
how do you manage them? How do you manage? Is it possible to manage dancing, reciting, singing,
Yes,
painting?
yes.
Is it possible for a
Of
girl?
course.
And you are also learning spoken English.
Yes.
And you have to invest, half an hour at least per day
Yes.
behind your spoken English.
Yes, of course.
So how do you manage everything? You are a multi-talented girl. So how do you manage actually?
So frankly speaking, if anybody thinks that I can manage everything, so he or she of course can manage it, you know. Because when I practice my reciting, that time I only practice my reciting, I only focus on my reciting.
Okay.
When I paint, that time only I only focus on my painting, and when I study, that time I focus on my studying. And of course, with it, when I mix with my friends, when I gossip with my friends, that time I also only
You
gossip
do it
with them.
attentively.
Yes. So from this side, if anybody thinks that I can do everything, so that time
He or she can do.
He and she. did.
From where do you get this kind of energy and motivation? It is not a cup of tea that
Yes.
that when I think I will read, I will only keep on reading. When I think I will be dancing, then I will keep on dancing, and total focus will go on dancing. It's not a cup of tea.
Yes.
It's not a cup of tea. So, what is the source of this kind of energy
So
or enthusiasm?
yes, to tell the truth, this type of attention I can get this energy from my teachers and from my parents, you know.
Okay.
So my parents always encourage or motivates me very much, by which I can focus on everything. When I paint, that time
You
I
have
paint.
tea. You have tea. Oh, tea
Sorry,
there.
sir.
You can tea. No problem. Feel relaxed. Yes.
Yes. So when I study, I only study. So from this type of positivity, I get this energy from my parents and from my teachers.
Okay. Good. Everybody encourages you.
Yes, not everybody. Somebody.
There are somebody.
There are somebody who gives me some negative comments, but I take this comment like good comments.
Okay. In positive way.
Yes, in positive way.
Positive way. Okay. You are learning spoken English.
Yes.
That means somehow you can manage to speak English. Okay. You can actually express what you are thinking in English. Okay.
Yes, yes.
So, do you think that many of your friends are jealous of it? Do you tell the truth, please, Ahona?
Yes. To tell the truth, I don't think about my friends. You know, so when I mix with the friends, that time I only mix with the friends. I only gossip with the friends. I never think about
Any bad
them.
comments, good comments?
Yes, sometimes when some of my friends comments bad, so that time I think that he or she is.
See, I'm talking about my journey. When I started journey,
Yes.
my journey of learning spoken English, practicing spoken English. So I didn't get encouragement from anybody. What I got was criticism. Okay, they criticized me, and they used to criticize me. You know,
Yes.
but I didn't care them. I didn't care them. So my question: does same thing happen to you
No.
in your school or in other side?
No. Everybody encourages me, but there are
Some, yeah,
there are
there are
someone
some-
who
some.
criticize me. Okay.
There are some, not someone. There
There are some who criticize me that you are learning English in this early age.
criticize and jealous.
Yes, they also jealous that you are learning English in this early age, so you cannot do it. When after
They
board
think
exam,
they think that it's impossible.
yes, it's impossible, and they think that this spoken English journey is very normal journey. They think it, but this is not true, because spoken English journey is not that much easy. But this is very funny journey,
Enjoyable.
enjoyable journey.
enjoyable. Do you enjoy learning spoken English?
Yes, of course, I enjoy learning spoken English because when I came to you, that time you taught us some sets and which I enjoyed very much. That time I could learn some conversations from you. And after that, when you started the grammar lesson, I mean foundation, that time you taught us tense, voice, narrations, and
Everything I taught
everything.
you, yeah.
And from after completing
Then
foundation,
spoken English, hardcore spoken
yes.
English. So which part did you enjoy the most?
This spoken English part I enjoyed the most, and I also enjoyed the foundation part. But when structure was going on, that time I felt bored because the structures were many numbers. So that time
Lot
I
of
felt bored.
structures.
Yes. So that
But
time,
very important.
yes,
Very
these are
necessary.
very important. For
Necessary.
only the structures I
Yeah.
can speak in English
Yeah,
fluently.
that's true. That's true. Um, you tell me about your traveling. You are so much busy, you know. So do you really get time for traveling?
Yes, I get time for traveling because last year I went to Darjeeling and I enjoyed the most, and before some days, and before not before some days last year, and also last year I traveled Shantiniketan.
Okay.
So that time I enjoyed the most, and there were many historical things and which I enjoyed the most. But that time, as the lockdown situation was going on
After or before?
after
After
lockdown
lockdown.
situation, after second lockdown,
After second lockdown.
yes,
You went
maybe,
to Santiniketan.
yes, maybe 2000, last month of 2021.
1 or 22?
Yes, last year of
22.
22,
Yeah,
2022.
22.
So that time I
2022.
traveled to Shantiniketan, and that time I could not see the whole museum because they were closed.
Okay.
So I could not enjoy the most, but the thing I could see, I enjoyed the most. And when I was going to went to Darjeeling, that time I enjoyed hills and I enjoyed the session.
Okay. That means you love traveling as well.
Yes.
Do you want to go abroad in future? As you want to become a BDO or WBCS officer, whatever, that means you have to serve your country.
Yes.
So do you think that, or have you ever thought that you would like to go to the USA, the UK, or some other countries?
To tell the truth, I have never thought about it because I only want to sit for WBCS after my first board exam and after my,
No, after my graduation.
yes, after my graduation. I am
Yeah,
sorry.
yeah,
After
yeah.
my graduation, I only want to sit for WBCS, and I also want to be a WBCS officer. But after becoming a WBCS officer, what I do, what I will do, that situation I do not think at now. So after
That
becoming,
means your tendency is to focus on present,
yes,
not future, not past.
yes,
That is
sometimes.
really great. That's
Sometimes
really
I
great,
notice
Varsha.
my past because sometimes my past remembers many things.
You see, you look back sometimes.
Yes, sometimes I look back for my future and
My
what I
past,
do
my
for
past.
my past. Sorry,
Yeah,
for
yeah.
my past.
So, do you learn anything after looking back?
Yes, see, there is an example. Okay, so now I am reading in class 6, and before some days my second summative exam was going on, and it has completed, and my result has been also published. But in class 5, when my mathematics examination was going on, that time I really felt impatient, and yes, I really felt impatient, and I did some mistakes.
Okay.
So when I thought the feelings, when I thought about the past, so that time some of my intentions told me,
You
and
learn
my
some
mind,
lessons, yeah.
yes, my mind tells me that don't do like that
Don't do
situation.
this kind of
So
mistakes.
from
Yeah.
this past, from this experience of past, I can learn, I can acquire a lot of knowledge of from past. So I think that
You learn
sometimes,
from your experience.
yes, so I think that sometimes I should notice past on my past.
You should see first
Yes.
your past, yes. That's great. But you have a great virtue of focusing on a particular thing.
Yes.
But doing so many things together is really a great job. Great job.
But I
Really.
like this very much.
Yeah, you are multi-talented. Okay, Ahona, as a student of class 6. You are speaking English, okay. What would you like to say to those students, those kids who are willing to learn English, who are willing to learn spoken English, who don't get confidence? Do you have any kind of tip for them?
Yes, I have one or two tips for them because you are teaching some lessons to them like states, and which I also learned
In the
some years
beginning of
in the beginning of my language
learning
yes,
journey.
language learning journey. So that time I also learned it, by which I can speak in English like this, in this way. So the way you are teaching, it is very good, and I tell them that they should practice language. They should practice this language only for 15 or 20 minutes per day,
Every day.
every day, by which they can speak in English.
Okay, to talk about your recitation. You
Yes.
you said you have been learning recitation for
Eight
how
or
many
nine
years?
years, 8 or 9
8
years.
or 9 years.
Yes.
Okay. So please recite a poem. English or Bengali?
English.
English?
Yes.
Okay, please. Please recite
Well.
a poem.
Where the mind is without fear, by Rabindranath Tagore. Where the mind is without fear and the head is held high. Where knowledge is free, where the world has not been broken up into fragments by narrow domestic walls. Where words come out from the depth of truth, where tireless striving stretches its arms towards perfection, where the clear stream of reason has not lost its way into dreary desert sand of dead habit, where the mind is led forward by thee into ever widening thought and action. Into that heaven of freedom, my Father, let my country awake. Into that heaven of freedom, my Father, let my country awake.
Fantastic, Ahona. Fantastic. Marvelous recitation. Thank you
Thank
very
you,
much,
sir.
Ahona.
Thank you very much.
I am very, very proud to be your teacher. Thank you, thank you, thank you. May God bless you.
Thank you, sir.